Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our weekly inspiration. My name is Reverend Leah Alvarado. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we come together at 12:30 Mountain Time to reflect and to hear an inspirational passage. So glad that you've joined me today. Today's topic is forgiveness sets us free. Such a powerful topic and an important one, I think, for all of us. The passage I'm going to read today is by Marianne Williamson in a book called A Year of Miracles. And it's entitled Forgiveness Sets Me Free of Pain. We don't forgive someone for their sake. We forgive them for the sake of our own peace of mind. Any attack on another person is an attack upon ourselves. For in the spiritual universe, there is only one of us here. When I think about anyone else, I'm thinking about myself. All of us are joined in the oneness of God's love. Only love is real, and only love has power. Everything else is a mortal illusion. Forgiveness is my salvation from pain. If I believe in the reality of what you did to me, then I will feel as though the consequences of what you did to me are real. By overlooking, I will overcome. The question becomes this: where do I put my faith? Do I put my faith in something loveless that someone did to me, or in the eternal love that lies behind and corrects all things? To the extent that I withdraw my attachment to what you did, I will no longer be affected by what you did. I have decided to put my faith elsewhere. That is the miracle of forgiveness. And she goes on to say, something loveless might have occurred in my life, and of course I have to process my feelings, but I don't have to indulge them. I need to honor my feelings, but I don't have to spew them. By standing on the spiritual truth that only love is real, I develop the ability to endure the gap in time between the pain of someone having hurt me and the miracle of my release from suffering. In time, as forgiveness becomes my way of life, the gap itself will no longer exist. I chose this topic today because I think that forgiveness is something that every single one of us on this planet struggle with. And it's an ongoing thing. We think we've forgiven someone, and then another layer pops up. We think we're complete, and then suddenly we're incomplete with somebody in our life. Or maybe we're going through life and it's someone who cuts us off on the freeway. It's a simple thing, but now our heart has closed down. A small thing that happens, it may not be someone we even know, but these things happen every day. And it's important to recognize when we shut down our heart. Who have we shut our heart down to? Who have we closed ourselves to? And to do the work to continually release that and heal that so that we can be that beautiful expression of love in the world for ourselves, for our families, for everyone. And so forgiveness is one of my favorite topics, truly, because it is something every single one of us can relate to, and it's something that we can move through. We can heal if we're willing to do the work, if we're willing. And so I have a couple of questions, and I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to walk us through a simple exercise to connect into our heart and to release whatever needs to be released in this moment. And so I'm going to put these questions in the chat. Hi, BJ. If you're here, feel free to say hi. I'd love to know it. Even if you're not here right now, but you're tuning in later, love to see the comments, love to see your reflection on this topic. Love is the answer. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So the first question is, who in my life have I closed my heart to? So just reflect on that for a moment. As I was saying, it could be someone that annoyed you recently, someone who cut you off on the freeway. Or it could be someone from your past, someone from many, many years ago that you're still holding onto, a wound that took place that is still deep within you. Notice what happens in your heart. You close your eyes for a moment and just bring your awareness to that moment, to that person. Trust whoever comes, trust whoever shows up right now. And notice within your heart, as you drop into your heart, notice what happens to your heart when you think of them. And just notice it not from a place of judgment, but simply to observe any constriction that's there. And just notice it. Just gently observe what's happening to your heart as you take yourself back to the memory of this incident, to this person. Notice what's happening in your heart. Our bodies are so intelligent, and they're constantly responding to our thoughts and to our feelings. And the more that we can become aware of that, the more we can work with it. And now ask yourself the question, am I willing to forgive them for my own peace of mind? Because forgiveness is really about ourselves. It's not about anybody else. It's about ourselves. It's about freeing ourselves. It's about healing ourselves. It's about loving ourselves. If you notice that your willingness just isn't there right now, it's okay. It's okay. Just breathe. Just breathe into your heart. Just focus on your breath. I'm going to walk you now through an exercise of releasing the resentment that's there, releasing the anger. And so I invite you to open your heart and trust the process. And just be gentle with yourself as we do this together. So imagine, keeping your eyes closed, imagine the person that you're holding anger and resentment towards is standing right before you. Recognize that they are God in disguise, that they came into your life to be a teacher to you. And maybe it was for a moment or for a year or for a lifetime. Consciously open your heart right now. Free yourself from the pain, for you are only hurting yourself by hanging on to this anger and this resentment. Let them go. Become aware of how the experience that you've had with them is opening you right now. Just by simply setting the intention to open your heart, there is something that is shifting within you. Notice what you've learned about yourself and the gifts that are showing up to support you in your life as a result of this soul, this particular soul that has come into your life. I believe that souls have agreements. And so imagine that as souls, at some point in time, you agreed to come together in this life in physical form in order to help transform and heal something that is within you. Trust that. And now say to this being standing in front of you, I forgive you for not being the way I wanted you to be. I free you to be yourself. I release you to divine love. And now see them disappearing into the light. See a big ball of light and seeing them disappear into that light, and let them go. And so just taking a deep breath, a really deep breath, breathing into your heart. And notice what's there in your heart right now. Notice how your heart feels. Notice if anything has shifted within you. Notice if you feel lighter, more peace. Forgiveness is such a gift. It's a gift that we give to ourselves. And so let's say today's affirmation together. I'm going to put that into the chat. Let's say this together. I am willing to change. I choose to change my thinking. I release the past and move into the future with ease and grace and joy. It is easier for me to forgive than I thought. Forgiveness makes me feel free and light. The more resentment I release, the more love I have to express. Love is who I am. Love is all there is. And so it is. Have a blessed day, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week. Look forward to being with you again next Tuesday. Namaste. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. Bye, Annette. Bye, BJ. Bye, everyone.